Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So what a turnaround yesterday. Was actually expecting a move above. As soon as we got above this level here at 45.85, I was actually anticipating a bit of a pullback, build a base, probably pull back onto this. Let me just put the level in. Pull back onto this bit of structure here and then bounce off it again for a double bottom. Did not materialize. We had some diversions brewing as well. I think the key thing at the moment is we've broken below the swing lows here. So we've broken below 44.95. 4,500 has given way. So I suspect good possibility for a little bit more downside here. Key thing to keep in the back of your mind is we are now officially in correction territory. So 7.8% down. Basically 2.2% off a 10% correction from its previous highs. So keep that in mind, but also bear in mind that that is kind of almost a bottom of range still as well. So there's quite a bit of structure on the higher time frames. So looking at the 3 hour, you can see there was the previous swing low from the previous week. And these weekly highs and lows are always important. So you can see we broke below it, broke above it, pretty much getting confused. And then it looked like we had a double bottom here. See the diversions it was brewing. Diversion still in play in actual fact. But then we got this massive sell-off. I'm not sure what that was about. Haven't seen any noise yet. But there you can see it a lot clearer. So trend is still down. And as I said to you yesterday, you didn't want to be shorting here. You wanted to be shorting or structure higher up. And we picked some of these other bits of structure here, like that. And you can see how we sort of bounced around there. Didn't break below it and then shot above. And then immediately you should be looking for the next bit of structure. And on the hour, that next bit of structure is this swing low here, which is where we got. And this is your weekly low. So always have your two to three levels in. So have your big levels in and then look on the hour to see where the smaller levels are, where the sellers or buyers could come in. So for as long as the moving averages are down like this, we are trending down. So rule of thumb at the moment is we're looking to short. And don't want to be shorting down here again. You'd probably be worthwhile just buying. You'd be able to buy in down here for a bit of a move up during the European session and then a rejection again. So this is the first big level, 44.96. Let's just adjust the level. There's the swing low on the hour that we'd be looking for. That is 45.24. Those two levels are the ones we want to pay attention to, delete the other noise. So that's pretty much what it is. Looking for pullbacks into that area, then looking for another leg down. Be cautious, don't try hold on to it. Rather take the shorts as they come on offer. So as soon as they start testing a level, you can take a short and then you've got a stop loss, which is the previous high. And the reason why you always want to be behind the previous high is, look there. From a technical analysis point, if we'd broken above this level here at 46.12 and then came back to test it, that would have been a break of structure and potential for a turnaround. So that's why you always want to have your stop loss above the previous high, especially when you're in a downward trend. And then obviously when you're in an upward trend, you want your stop below the previous low. But you also want to make sure that your risk to reward is fairly decent. Even if you'd got in here, well, that would have been bad. 568 point risk reward was great, but the risk would have stressed you out. So yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. It does look like it's accelerating. I just want to get to the weekly quickly because you can see the weekly trend line has officially, in my books, now been broken. So there was the last line of defense. That is pretty solid at the moment. Weekly oscillators still kind of in bearish, I won't say bearish territory, but giving a bearish outlook. But the bigger picture, ladies and gentlemen, we are still in an upward trend. So this, although it is almost 10%, 7.5% down at the moment, heading towards 10%, it is still not a major train smash. So good opportunity to buy puts if you are trading options and if you're looking to get some insurance on your long-term portfolio. I don't think selling out of the long-term portfolio at the moment is the way to go. So I'll still hang on to it. I've bought quite a bit up in this area as well. So we'll just ride that one out on the long-term portfolio, but may very well look at puts next week just to see if this is going to continue. Next bit of weekly structure is down here at 42.51. You can see that's the next bit of structure. You can see quite a bit of support off it and quite a bit of resistance off it. So that's the view I've got at the moment. You want to be riding this to the downside. Could be an exhaustion bar that has established itself at the moment, but watch these levels. So you've got a trend line as well, rejection. So 45.24 is definitely an area to pay attention to. And then this trend line, if we just take the diagonal out of it, there is your next hour structure, which is on the trend line, which is 45.39. So those are the areas that I'll be waiting for an opportunity to climb back in, moving to the downside. So short it is until we get a bit of structure that reverses. The other thing that you may well bear in mind is, and this is the last thing, because lots of things going on here, but here was your move into a range and then another move down. So your measured move is pretty much something like that, and then like that. You can see we are pretty much on the measured move at the moment. Okay, so pull back on structure gives you another opportunity to be short. Just be very wary of this diversion that is brewing on the 3 hour here. That could just indicate that the buyers will start seeing value soon. Could be today, could be next week, could be the week after, but at the moment you've got some diversions in here and just you need to pay attention to them. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you Monday morning. Cheers for now.